All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to upcoming video game movie rants. It has been a long time, or a really long time, I should say, since we did one of these. It's been, what, 3 months now since I did another episode on this? Well, anyways, yeah, the reason why we haven't done another one of these in a while is because there hasn't been any new trailers for video game movies, or rather, no new information about said video games to talk about. But, now that the final trailer for Borderlands has arrived, now we are able to talk about something. So once again, I am joined by Richard.
And we're going to be commenting on the new trailer that has come out for Borderlands.
Yep. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first of all, there are some new locations that we see in the final trailer that we don't see in the official trailer for Borderlands. Of course, but but there's not really like any new story dialogue that changes anything. It's basically what we've heard about.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much, although they do tell a few things, and they show a few locations, like they show them all walking on the side of a cliff as an example.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to that part of the trailer yet, but yeah, there's that. Next, so I guess to start off with the most important detail that was revealed in the trailer, or the final trailer for Borderlands, is that they say that the trailer says that Tiny Tina is the only one who is able to open the vault on Pandora, which doesn't really make any sense considering that's not how it goes in the game.
But we don't know why she's the only one that can open it. That's the thing that they don't say. She just says, I'm the only one who can open the vault, but it doesn't say why she's the only one who can open the vault.
Yeah,
that's the question.
Yeah, mark. So let's not draw any assumptions. Let's not jump to conclusions. But it is kind of strange on why that change was made. That we can agree on. We can agree that was kind of a weird change, and Tiny Tina is a movie exclusive character, meaning a character that is only in the movie and not the games. So, and this is a film adaptation, which means not everything has to be 100%. Like, it doesn't, like, nothing can really be perfect.
No, you're not going to get a perfect video game adaptation. They're going to make story changes. They're going to fill in blanks of the story that are not filled in the original game lore. So there are things that they're going to make, as you say, movie exclusives.
Yeah.
And that seems to be one of them.
Yeah. Okay, another important detail I should point out is that the actor who's playing Krieg, which according to the description of the movie is supposed to be like Tiny Tina's protector or guard, whatever you want to say.
Guardian, protector.
Yeah, and yeah, so the person who's playing Krieg is Florian Munteanu. I believe I'm saying their name right. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, then I'm sorry. It's just that, I'm just making a guess on how the name is spelled. So to the actor who's playing Krieg in Borderlands, if I said your name wrong, then I am sorry, okay? I just guessed, all right?
They also reveal that character doesn't actually stand around and be silent. He actually speaks.
Yes, so thank goodness they're not going with the giant henchman who's strong but silent thing again, because we have had a character like that in Uncharted. We kind of don't want to see that again. And this movie is being produced by the same producers who produced Uncharted, so it's kind of good that they're going for something different.
Right.
And mind you, Krieg is also a movie exclusive like Tiny Tina. So keep that in mind.
Yes, that's true. Also, we know if you notice it goes pretty quickly in terms of one scene to the next to the next.
Yes. Well, anyways, it seems that there's also another group who is after the hidden vault on Pandora, but we don't really get much of them, and also their face is hidden behind masks, so we can't really. So it's impossible to identify who's behind there. Could it actually person actually be Mordecai or Brick, the other two playable characters from the Borderlands game that haven't appeared in the Borderlands
Trailers.
Yeah.
But you know what? The only way that we're going to find out is if we actually see the movie, because at this point it's very difficult to tell who they are.
Yeah, and keep in mind these are trailers. We're only seeing like very
quick scenes.
Yeah, there's we're only seeing parts of the movie. Like they're only showing certain parts. They're not showing every part detail thing. So they may be leaving out Mordecai and Brick as a surprise.
Well, there is another thing. Remember when Tina,
I believe, and again with the movie exclusive, and the same thing goes for the movie exclusives. We believe that's how their names are pronounced, but if we're saying it wrong, then again, only way to find out is to watch the movie. If their names are actually said.
Now, another thing about her is when she says she ain't saying that she's the only one that could open the vault. We see somebody's hand with some kind of a stone putting it in the ground, and then an arch seems to build itself, with kind of like some kind of symbols on it. But again, it's so quick that you don't really know what it's for and what it means.
Yeah, and also I can't remember if that's in the game or not, but if it is in the game or if it's not in the game, then go ahead and comment that below, because we can't remember everything.
Right. So tell us if that's part of the game, that arch. That's. But like I said, it was such a quick thing that we don't really know. Is it a movie exclusive or is it part of the game?
Yeah, we can't exactly remember. So
now they did show the same scene again where they jump the vehicle and shoot the missiles and they drive through the monster's head and blow the back of the head out and the monster dies.
Yeah, but
that's a repeat.
Well, not exactly. There are a couple new frame scenes that are shown there, but it's just thankfulness and then sarcastic cheering. That's all it is. It's not really anything important. It's just like a minor.
And then they show everybody walking trying to, I don't know how to say it, walk on the side of a cliff or crawl on the side of a cliff. It's kind of hard to tell.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
we don't know why though.
Yeah, well, anyways, well, I mean, it's not uncommon for video game movies to have characters climb on the sides of cliffs.
No, but it's just wondering why they're doing it. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell why they're doing this particular thing. It's so quick.
Yeah, well, okay, what else? Oh yeah, speaking of Tiny Tina, we actually see her falling, but falling where? Is she falling to her death? Like, is she falling to her death after opening the vault?
Or is she just falling into, I don't know, water? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Is she falling into a hole to another dimension? That last one's highly unlikely, but I'm just, it's just guesses.
Now, so it's really hard to tell what she's falling, why she's falling, and where she's falling to. It's
Yeah.
so quick.
Yeah, well, take a look back at Uncharted. Oh yeah, and spoilers for Uncharted up ahead. So go ahead and skip a little to avoid the spoilers. So go right ahead. Okay, spoiler warning is over. So there are a lot of movie exclusives in the Uncharted movie. Um, so in Uncharted, Santiago Moncada and his father Armando, I believe I'm saying his name right. His name was never really said in the movie. Both of them were killed off, along with Joe Braddock, who was working for Santiago, and then she killed him off, and then she died by getting crushed by a giant ship. So,
Right.
and yeah, so Uncharted spoilers are over, but basically, like we said before, this movie is being produced by the same producers who produced Uncharted, so it wouldn't be uncommon for movie exclusive. So yeah, so basically, judging from what we've seen in Uncharted, we could take a guess that they could repeat history by killing off movie exclusives.
This is true.
So yeah, and then and the last scene is just with kind of a bunny doll laughing and beeping. I don't know if that's going to be important, but might as well bring it up.
And then I think there was an explosion, wasn't there?
No, there was no explosion. It just that was the end of the trailer. The title just played.
Just going through the air slowly, beep with a light beep, 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 and then that was the end. And laughing, and then that was the end of the trailer. So it's kind of hard to tell what exactly that reference. What's the bunny going to do?
Yeah, like is that a reference to something, or is it like I don't remember if that's part of the game or if that's a movie exclusive. It's probably a movie exclusive. I don't think I've seen that in the game. Again, I could be remembering wrong, but that's kind of what I think. So yeah,
I think that covers it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's basically it. So giving our final thoughts before before we end off the video here. So what do you think will happen in the movie? Based on what we've seen so far.
It seems that Tiny, I'm calling her Tiny for not remember, Tiny
Tina.
Tiny Tina. It looks like she will be the one that's the key to the treasure. It looks like they're going to have a lot of competition trying to get to the treasure.
Yeah, as we've seen.
Yeah,
because it seems that there's a bunch of groups going after them.
Yes, and I also think that you're going to get a lot of action from the looks of it, a lot of things exploding and stuff like that. I mean, the very quick scene of Claptrap shows him being all shot and then...
Claptrap is a robot. Robots don't exactly have a gender, so if anything, it's more...
Okay, but the point is we see Claptrap... In both trailers, we do see Claptrap getting shot.
Yeah. If I had $1 every time I've seen a character being played in a video game movie or being played by Jack Black, if I'm wording that right, I would have getting beat up. I'd have $2, which isn't much here in the US, but it is strange. It is incredibly strange how it happened twice.
Yeah, it's like why all of a sudden is he so popular as a voice actor for video game movies?
Yeah. First the Super Mario Brothers movie, and now this.
Let's just hope it's not a trend.
Yeah, let's hope it's not a chain where he's in at least one video game movie every year.
So we can only hope.
Yeah, because okay, so for people who are new here, we hate Jack Black.
We don't like him after watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. But we won't get into that. This is not about that. This is about Borderlands.
Yeah, so
let's just hope this movie is not ruined by Jack Black.
yeah, so anyways, that's about going to cover it for this episode of upcoming video game movie rants. And as for the shout out for this episode, there is no shout out considering not many people have been commenting in my videos. So if you want a damn shout out, go ahead and comment down below so I can shout you out in future episodes of upcoming video game movie rants. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time sitting in this chair sweating. I'm not kidding, I'm actually sweating right now.
That's because you're nervous and excited about the movie. So with that in mind,
Well, yeah, so anyways, if you like this episode of upcoming video game movie rants, go ahead and press that like button or click it, whatever platform you're using to watch this. And
if you like what we put out, spread the word and have more people subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, and share it, share this video, share the channel, do whatever works. And if you're new, subscribe, and
get your friends to subscribe too.
And if you wanna shout out in a future episode of upcoming video game movie rants, comment down below so I can shout you out in the future whenever there's a new trailer for a video game movie. And so this movie will be coming out on August 9th this year. So that's only 2 more weeks away.
So all we got to do is wait 2 weeks to see the movie, and then
we'll see whether it's great or if it's shitty.
And we won't not comment until it probably at least 4 weeks after the movie's been out in the movie theaters.
Well, we probably won't make a review until it comes out like physically, like on a Blu-ray disc, because we don't want to risk getting copyrighted for talking about the movie too early. Once we've seen the movie, we don't want to talk about it after we've seen it.
So it will be a little while before we do make comments regarding how the movie was.
Yeah, and this movie will also be, and for some reason this movie is rated PG-13, even though the game is rated M. Well, I'm not complaining here. This isn't a complaint. It's more like it's just odd. Like, I'm not complaining about the rating. No, I don't care what we don't care what the movie is rated. It's just, it's kind of odd.
It's just an observation.
Yeah. So, anyways, until next time, bye.